Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sold Out podcast. My name is MJ, and tonight we are joined by Daniel,
Yo.
Isaac,
Hey.
Nathan,
What's up?
Diego,
Hey,
and special guest Luis.
Hi.
All right, boys, how are we doing tonight?
Pretty
Tired
smart,
as
if I
heck.
say so myself.
All right. So yeah,
Daniel, that's your kid.
anybody want to start us off? Start this podcast off?
Something that I had in mind, although I'm pretty sure a lot of people have talked about this before. I doubt it's original, but what do you guys think about school now after COVID lockdown thing?
You mean online school?
I don't know.
Yeah, online school. That's what I meant.
no,
Yeah.
he means like when we go back to school physically, no?
No, online school,
Oh,
because I
never mind.
freaking hate it.
Yeah, I hate it
Yeah,
too. You
me
get less
too.
work done if you online school than if
I have never been I have never been this stressed about school.
Yeah, me neither.
Because it's just less time to do stuff, you know?
Like,
you actually have to do
I
what you
hate
do.
the system. I hate the system that we're doing. Like, I would much prefer us having our 6 classes a day or whatever for about an hour, maybe a little less. But instead, they broke us into 4 classes one semester,
But
make us an hour and 20 minutes, and it's just
It's because we need our credits. We need
screw the credits.
for our credits.
But
There's
it's
only
so
2
dumb.
in a way, but think about it. What else can they do about it? They can't really change the format, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's just I don't like it at all. I get what you mean that there's nothing we can really do about it. We just kind of have to endure it. But
Teachers like it.
no, I don't even think the teachers like
No,
it.
they do. What do you think
They
they
do?
want to go back to school?
If you
Yeah, they don't get
if you
to, they
think
don't have
about
to
it,
drive an
they're
hour to
messing
the
up on
school.
grades.
Badly.
Yeah.
Very, very
Yeah.
badly.
Because they release report cards. I have a B and I maintained it the whole semester. Or, until this point, and they said I have a C, which is dumb.
Literally, this is how I see it. So I had a really bad grade in English, so I put a lot of time to get it higher, and now it's a B minus. I am somewhat satisfied with that, but because I put so much time into English, my grade in chemistry dropped. It's a C plus now. So it's I can't keep them all up. I have to focus on one or the other and then another at different times.
Well, to be honest, I think partly why the teachers mess up on their grades is because they're not constantly checking it. Because you know how at school they're kind of forced to put in their grades in time and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now they don't really have to worry about it. They can just turn it in whatever time they want. If they don't turn it in, it doesn't really matter.
So you're saying that the schedule is more lenient for them?
Well, is it lenient for us?
It's lenient
Of
for
course, now
everyone.
we're stressing us out. They're stressing us out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't benefit us, but it benefits them, which is kind of, it's not scrumptious as I like to say, but what can we do about it?
And I find it hilarious, hilarious how school let us have a little take a little survey about how we felt about it, and I'm pretty sure a very big majority of us said I freaking hate it, and I don't think anything's
Pretty-
changed.
I don't think anyone
Probably
likes
pretty
it.
much the whole school.
I'd rather go to school physically because I feel like I get more work done.
Yeah.
Definitely,
have more
you
distractions.
definitely get that face-to-face learning environment, that atmosphere. And when a bunch of teachers would talk about you're ruining the atmosphere or whatever when you do something disruptive, I always thought it was dumb. I literally did not think it was a thing. But now I guess we're seeing it for ourselves that it's very true and very important.
Yeah, Barry.
But at the same time, if you think about it, pretty much, other than the calls, we're gonna be using computers way more in school.
But I mean,
Oh, no doubt.
Because they just gave us the laptops and now they wanted us to get used to it for a while. And then we had to go into quarantine.
Well, I mean, people who came from schools or Southridge or whatever, we have a lot of experience with laptops already. Like we have experience with Microsoft. So I
Yeah.
don't think it really has much to do with getting us used to it. We're very used to it by now, especially with what we've been doing for the past couple months.
Yeah,
But
like strictly
it's just
online
overall
assignments can get,
a difficult thing.
really stressing. Because you don't,
Definitely.
there's sometimes teachers just kind of like to ask for more than we can give them. And I feel like they abuse it, especially now because we can't really complain about it. You know what I mean?
It's not that we can't complain about it, is that there's less of a reason to listen if we do.
Exactly, less of a reason to complain and there's less options to avoid doing work because
What do you think about it, MJ, Nathan, Diego?
Oh, the news. Yeah, definitely not. I would much rather go to to school in person. Cause being stuck at home, it kind of causes like you mentally you're more lazy now, and usually that causes a lot of kids to procrastinate on work and stuff.
I don't know if
So
it's just me, but like it mentally wears me down. So there's always this specific seat that I sit on at my table, and at first, like the first couple of weeks, I didn't think much of it. I just sat down, opened my laptop, went into the meeting, and went on with my day. Now it's like whenever I sit at that same seat, whether if I'm eating or doing homework or literally anything else, anytime I sit on that seat, I just get so sad and my energy just dissipates. Like it's wearing me down mentally.
A lot of people are saying that like just going to school physically was toxic, but I feel like it's more of online school because you don't really interact.
There's no interaction at all. All you get to
Yeah.
see is a picture all you get to see is a picture and hear a voice, but at the same time, like that's not enough. Like a feature, like in Microsoft Teams, a feature to raise your hand and raising your hand in a class is completely different.
especially school
Yeah.
like, projects. You know what I mean? Like group projects.
Especially school projects, yes.
Group project especially because like you have that kid that just never answers his phone, never contributes in the meeting. It's so annoying. And then
kind of sounds like somebody familiar. I don't know who it could be though.
Yeah, me neither.
They just be slacking on the job.
I don't feel like it's me, but I don't want. Like I feel like it is too.
It's me. It's me, Dan. It's me.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's Daniel.
All right.
Just can't seem to put my finger on it.
Another just to carry on the topic of school and all that. Another thing I don't like about the teachers is how much homework they give. Because I kid you not, it's almost as if they don't believe you have anything else to do within your day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
regardless if you do
literally,
anything or not. Like you gotta
for
at least
like
play video
a
games.
couple weeks straight, I literally did not help out at all around the house. I almost never did my chores just because I would focus mainly on homework. After being given homework, I was given more. And it's like no matter what, if I turned it in, it was still gonna be like given back more or less.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I understand that.
It's just a
Think-
stressful position to be in.
I think the only good part that they did out of this whole online thing is probably giving us an extra hour of sleep.
But even so,
No, I'm
it's
talking
Yeah, but our
about-
classes are longer.
Well, it's only because we got 4 classes. But if we had regular schedule, it'd be like short days.
If the only plus they can give us with online classes is an extra hour of sleep, and like comparing that to all the minuses that it gives us, there's one definitely weighs more.
And with the extra hours of sleep doesn't matter because most of us stay up late doing homework that they assign us.
Either way,
Exactly.
you're not getting your full sleep hours.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think ever since
know what
school
else
started, I don't
something-
think I've slept right.
I don't think anyone has.
I have.
Well,
Don't worry.
besides Diego.
Something
No,
else
I
you
have.
guys can probably agree on is about the time of lunch we got, like how short it is.
I mean, it's always like
It's
even
always been
in
30
regular
minutes.
school, it's always been less than an hour.
It's only 30 minutes.
Wait, what is it? 11:45 to 12:25?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's literally about like half an hour.
it's
Well,
30
it's
minutes.
online school. What do you expect?
More. I thought online school was supposed to be
It says
flexible.
it said 12:20, not 12:25.
I thought online school was supposed to be a little forgiving, but no, it's completely ruthless. You go for it, man. I'll support you in this topic.
Because you guys think there's any other life out there besides Earth?
There for sure is. There has to be.
Definitely.
Most
I
definitely.
mean, if there's other planets that can produce the same like kind of weather or like system or conditions as Earth, then I feel like there has to be in some other
Well, do
areas.
you know how many planets NASA has discovered? Like over 200.
I'm sure there's many. The only problem is actually getting there because it's so far away. It's a different system.
Yeah,
Whole
but
different
discovering
solar
them is
system.
good. It's a good
But we're
sign.
never gonna get to them. Like not in our lifetime, at least. We're never gonna get to those other
Well,
planets.
I mean, technology is advancing exponentially. I won't say never. I just feel like it will be beyond our reach.
Yeah, it's not gonna be our generation.
I feel like ours personally, like us individuals, it will be out of our reach. But I don't think it's something that humanity can't do.
Didn't NASA say that like we're not gonna start living on Mars in our lifetime? It's gonna take multiple like decades and shit.
Yeah,
It's gonna
like
take
light
multiple
years.
decades. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not just technology. Like it messes with the laws of space as well. Like they said, like it's
We
gonna take
literally-
your whole lifetime just to leave the galaxy.
Not even
And,
galaxy,
you know-
planet, like the planet you're in.
No. Well, even if you travel light years, space is like it's gonna be like slower for you, which means that if you travel at light year speed, then
You'd be younger.
people
than
like
Earth.
yeah, you're gonna be younger than actual people on Earth.
Like not numerically, just physically.
Yeah.
Mentally.
There's no a day Venus is 365 days on Earth.
Is it really?
Yeah, I know that because in 5th grade I did a PowerPoint on Venus and I learned everything about Venus.
The more you know.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And also it rains metal and diamonds in Venus because of how hot it is, and
Oh yeah.
the rain just instantly like burns and turns into.
Another
Mhm.
interesting thing to think about is that like we're so used, like I don't know if you guys said this already, but we're very used to the physics and the logic of this world, of this planet. But that will completely change if we move to another one. Like we're not gonna have the same like gravitational force pulled on us, so we're gonna weigh differently. We're not gonna have the same like air or whatever. Like for all we know, it could be thinner or thicker in another place.
Hmm.
The highest heat temperature could be different.
The gravitational pull as well.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
rotation too, so the days will be longer or shorter. The year will be, for all we know, the year could turn to like 972 days, but the days could be like 16 hours.
True. But I mean, just to think about it, like, what makes you think there's not gonna be other beings in those planets?
Yeah, there's no way that the whole entire galaxy or universe revolves around us.
Exactly.
There has to be something out there.
And even
The
if
Area
there isn't,
51.
like, there has to be
Well,
some type of like, planet.
No matter, okay, Nathan, about what you said, what do aliens think about us? No matter what we say about that question specifically, we'll never know, because how do they even know our existence? We're not aware of theirs. How are they aware of ours?
Well, they are a lot more smart than us. That's all we know.
Well, to be fair, exactly.
A lot
We
more
always
advanced than
assume
us,
that
too.
aliens are smarter than us, but what if we're the
They are.
smartest?
Uh,
That's impossible.
We're not. They were able to travel the
There's no way of
galaxy.
saying it's impossible or possible. I feel like it's just
They
defined.
if they're able to travel the entire galaxy and make it onto Earth in Area 51, then they're definitely a lot smarter than us.
But that's the thing. Who says they've done it already? Who says it's
Area
happened?
51 wouldn't be a thing if aliens weren't real.
The government wouldn't hide things from us as well.
Exactly.
They wouldn't
The
be
government
leaked.
made a
They
bunch
wouldn't
of
be
like.
leaked UFO videos. They wouldn't be leaked. They'd just be UFO videos.
They confirmed it too that UFOs are real.
Yeah, they said it.
Okay, well I didn't know about that. So
It
good.
happened like a year ago.
And the thing is, they have to be smarter than us because they've been alive way longer than we have, probably than humans have.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, yeah.
How do people know how dinosaurs sound? Like
That's
How
what
do
I
people
don't
know? How do
understand.
people know how dinosaurs look?
But
Yeah, you know they just
because of
like
the bones.
discovered
Well,
that
fossils.
T-Rexes had hair.
No, that's just
Okay, actually.
their figure or whatever. But they don't know like what kind of skin. They don't know if they had skin, scales, fur.
Like,
True.
MJ just said right now that they discovered that T-Rexes had fur or hair.
Yeah. Well,
Really?
they didn't exactly like say.
Confirm.
Well, how do I put this? They didn't confirm it, but they theorized that it kind of had hair, like on the top. Because some dinosaurs, you know, they had hair on top.
Yeah, like it's really hard to tell, especially because isn't there like some point in history that we just barely started recording? So stuff before that, we only recorded like what we remember, but none events that really happened. Prehistory, I think it's known as.
well, people started recording history ever since humans were a thing. 'Cause you know how like cavemen drew paintings on caves and stuff. That's already a part of
Oh,
history.
cave paintings.
Yeah, that's already like a itself a form of history.
It is.
Yeah, because they would tell stories. Those stories are part of history.
Oh, I feel like that stuff could have, like, some of that stuff could have also been lost, especially because, hasn't it been, like, confirmed or at least theorized that, like, at some point the Earth was covered in water? Like, it was just pure water and all land was
Oh,
under?
it was all one continent, no?
It was all one Pangea.
Yeah, it was all one
Yeah,
continent,
Pangea.
yes, but, like, I feel like even, like, before that, all of Pangea was just submerged in water. But then water levels dropped down, and then that's when it formed.
And then the water levels, like it was like put.
Yeah.
The water levels actually rose, no? Because wasn't there a bridge between Russia and Alaska?
Yeah, it was.
And now like
Mm-hmm.
Fell in the
like
water.
it all just yeah.
I don't know.
Water
I
level-
don't know the
That
sciences.
isn't always necessarily the case too. You know, so a lot of land can go underwater because there's still a lot of space down there underwater.
Haven't we only discovered like a certain percentage of the ocean, not 100%?
We know more about the space than we know about the
2%.
They've discovered some new creatures down in the deep sea, but other than that, they're
Yeah,
still
we can only go
looking.
so far down because of the pressure and all that stuff.
Now that
Yo,
we're talking
hey.
about the sea, what y'all think about?
Speaking of the deep sea, yeah. Sorry to interrupt, Luis. Go.
Oh wait, keep going. I honestly forgot the creature I was gonna talk about.
I was gonna say, speaking of the deep sea, I heard something a long time ago saying that we've only ever explored like 7% of our seas.
It's 2.
It's 2%.
Yeah, we just
We-
said 2 earlier.
Yeah.
We literally do not know anything.
Barely know anything. We just like scraped off the peak of the mountain basically.
Yeah, it's hard to
Tip of the
well,
iceberg.
it's tip of the iceberg. Yeah. And it's hard, you know. See, the thing about like you can't just go underwater. People think you just go underwater and you'll be fine. At a certain point, like
You're
the
bent.
water pressure is so strong that you'll be crushed like immediately, like how you would crush like a soda can, basically.
Yeah, exactly that. I thought that was okay. Maybe not common knowledge, but I thought that it was taught. But I thought it was widely taught to like know that. I didn't know that people really thought that you could just dive straight down.
Yeah.
Well, it's just common
Well, that
sense.
is
Deeper
the
down
first.
below,
Yeah.
like your eardrums start to like I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say hurt, but they just feel weird.
Hmm.
But what were you gonna say,
Yeah.
Luis?
Well, I mean, not any. I don't have any conspiracies,
Artificial
but
Japanese.
Conspiracies? What is this, game theory?
I can. You guys can elaborate on
Okay.
that later. But like right now, I want to talk about the project that me and MJ are doing in one of our classes. So we have to do like a specific drone project. So we just, decide a topic we want to take on. And somebody in our class said to research oceans and stuff like that. So they built a specific drone that could possibly do all that stuff. And I think that if we multiply that technology enough, I feel like we can literally go a lot deeper into the ocean than we've ever been able to with that kind of like technology and drones and all that.
Yeah, but once
I
you
just find that a little exciting.
technology part in
It'll be
between the
expensive as hell, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
extremely.
It probably won't be
Oh,
like available in our timeline.
No,
Yeah.
I
really
highly
want
doubt
to know
that.
what
I
you guys
highly
think
doubt
about
that. I
this.
think in the future we'll be able to do that.
Please.
What do you guys really think about the megalodon?
Jesus, that thing is huge.
Wait,
Yeah,
what happened?
'cause
Sorry, I cut out.
Isn't there
what
like
do you guys think about the megalodon? Because supposedly there's been a sighting
Oh.
somewhere else in the deep ocean. But
Sighting?
Yeah, like
yeah,
small sharks.
like
that
it's
are
still
a lot
alive.
bigger
I
than
was,
normal sharks.
I was gonna say like definitely not, but then again I remembered we only explored 2%.
Yeah, like we don't know.
Megalodon.
Well, it's not like it spends all like it's always underwater, you know.
Well,
Well, kind of basic. Well, I don't know how to put it, but basically, just,
does a
it needs
does a
more
shark
pressure.
really
Well,
need to breathe?
Not like. Sorry, hold on. I just need to interrupt. Like, let me rephrase. Not like underwater, because you were talking about like the seafloor. I don't think it would be that deep, because even like the largest mammals on the planet, like the deep blue whales,
Yeah,
I think
they
it was a
go
type of whale. Even it can't survive like down there, because eventually they run out of air, or the
Well, it's a
pressure is like, too
mammal.
strong.
It's a
Yeah.
mammal. It requires air, and on top of that, with a megalodon being that big, that strong, that much of a predator, I feel like it could survive down there. I feel like it's the king down there. Actually, isn't the megalodon known as like
It's the biggest,
what's it called? As like the biggest shark, the most aggressive shark.
Uh-huh.
But for all we know, dinosaurs could have evolved and just been living at the bottom of the sea the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would know because of how deep it is.
For all we know.
I think it's extinct, to be honest.
I want to believe so as well, but at the same time, like
You
make a
have that
lot of crazy
feeling.
discoveries.
Yeah.
Multiple videos of like sharks that are just a lot bigger than a great white would be, and they exceed any like the skin is different. They have spots, all that stuff that a megalodon would have. Like their jaw, like they're just bigger than a normal great white. Although
Probably have more teeth too, huh?
yeah, that's what they saw in the videos, but I don't know how true that could be. Then again, we're just
Jeez.
hoping that it's not a thing anymore, because if it was, then yikes.
Yeah.
I doubt it's just there. We can't even confirm that there is a megalodon down there.
We can't confirm.
Yeah.
what it is.
How can we confirm what it's doing? For all we know, it could be literally ripping every fish it sees.
Well, that isn't necessarily true, because it's only if it's down there, it's only limited to like whales or giant squid. Yeah. And even if there was like, even if it was eating, it probably wouldn't even be enough, because it could cause it to go extinct.
True.
Please went offline.
But here's my theory of why I think it's extinct. Because first of all, for it to be like still an existing species, obviously they would still need to be reproducing, which means that they would have to be like more than two. So my thought is that it's either extinct because, even if it's large, it's still going to be like a big, target for, let's say, like something like killer whales. And on top of that, it won't have like a large food supply if it's like under there, because people say that it's really like deep underwater, because that's why we don't see it often. But even if there was a lot underwater, you know, or no, what I was saying was, um, I did not mean to press that. I just
Can
fat
we
fingered
cut
it.
that
I
out?
swear to God. Yeah, cut that out.
Can we cut that out?
Leave it
But
in.
what I
Bro.
was
You should
saying
be
was,
funny.
if it there's still like some existing, we have to had like found at least one, because we don't know if these sightings are entirely
Yeah,
true. Some of them are, you know,
go so
fake.
far down, we can only study so much.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna say, like, the only reason why I actually believe a megalodon would be able to live that deep into the ocean is because of its size. Meaning that if there were other things just as big or similar to its size, they could also live down there. That could probably be what the megalodon's diet consists of.
Well,
For all we know, it
supposedly
could
they're
be eating
saying that.
something. You know what I mean? Like their own
Supposedly they're
species.
saying that
Oh, I
megalodons
know what
ate
you mean,
other
actually.
great whites.
Eating their own species.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some
We don't know how
species
they
who do
it.
that. There's
That
some
is
species
true.
who kill their own. If anything,
That's true.
don't black widows do that?
Yeah, they kill their husbands. Like they mate, and after that, like they get rid of the husbands to feed themselves and the babies.
Yeah.
That does suck. This reminds me of a lot. Reminds me of a lot of people nowadays.
What?
Nothing.
Hashtag deep thoughts.
Thoughts? Leave it for another
Organic
podcast,
cannibalism confirmed.
Yeah. Or maybe don't at all.
At all, yeah. Let's just leave it at what I said, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. What he said. Yeah. What he said.
Yeah.
But going back to the what was it?
Shark.
No, the outer
Megalodon?
space theory. Do you think
Oh.
if we had their, let's just say the aliens technology, do you think we'd be able to do more than we already can, as in like research and stuff?
What? Can you repeat that?
Like if we use the aliens, like like their technology, do you think we'll be able to do more stuff than we actually can? Like we can probably advance to a whole different level of
Well, we're humans. The only reason why we're able to go this far is because our brains were able to understand complex things. So I feel
Yeah.
like we will be able to eventually learn how to use alien technology. I don't think it'd be the best option to ever give us that. Because us being humans, we're gonna want to use it for warfare or something like
yeah,
that.
use it on each other.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
whoever wants to seize the most power. Like, freaking the US and Russia went head to head. North Korea is doing its own thing. It's basically on lockdown at all times.
The way they're taking care of COVID, I'm pretty mad.
Yeah.
Not mention how they're doing it,
I mean,
or unless you guys want to.
I feel like we just have to be open-minded about everything. Just put all the the differences aside and actually just contribute to one cause. You know what I mean?
Us being humans, we're always gonna have a difference in opinion. Nobody will ever agree on the same thing. Some will agree with you, but others will oppose you.
Yeah.
No matter what
Right
you
now-
stand for, there's gonna be somebody opposing you in some way.
Everyone's split right now.
Whether if it's a Karen or somebody who actually believes the opposite of what you're trying to do, there's going to be a difference in opinion, therefore there's going to be conflict. But it depends on you and that other person on how you resolve it. Because some people would be absolutely childish,
Yeah.
while others are completely mature and they handle it perfectly well.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it's just a matter of like when and how we open our minds to just different people. Until then, we'll
I
actually
think
Yeah.
I think it's more like the how, because our I don't know.
no, it includes when, because some people just refuse to open their minds up.
So stubbornness.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
stubbornness, just maybe just not accepting others for who they are.
So stubbornness.
Is that what it is?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Basically.
Yeah, you could say that.
Mhm.
we do that, we'll be able to like create our what's it called? Like just have our own huge advancements. Like you know what I mean?
Like a golden age.
Exactly. Because right now we're moving really slow as in technology wise.
No, not at all. We're
No,
not.
I think we're excelling. I mean, we've made electric cars.
We're excelling.
Yeah.
We're
Japan
we're
is-
multiplying the technology we have to the max. This is the most we've ever done.
Think about how much it exploded back then. How quickly they made a lot of things.
My brother and I actually talked about this a few days ago, but I told him I think it's crazy how the first computer was literally the size of my living room, but it only was able to do like 20 megabytes at most
Yeah, now we
at
have
its
tiny
top
computers that
speed,
can
at
do
its best performance. And now we have like the tiniest computer could fit like on our fingertip, and it'll like have like
Phone. We
so
literally have a
much
phone.
better specs.
Our phone is literally a computer, and we can do anything we can. with
Exactly
in,
that.
Like 5 minutes.
Our phone is like a mini computer. It's like a smaller computer we can fit into our pocket. And I have a game in here that's 4 gigabytes. That thing is massive.
And it runs perfect.
Sorry, can we let Luis or Diego talk?
It's their fault they're not
Nah,
talking.
I was literally trying to talk, but it's not relevant
Okay.
anymore because you changed the topic already. Now you changed the topic already. It
go
doesn't
ahead.
matter.
I'm trying to reconnect my AirPods.
It's not relevant anymore. Literally was trying to talk, and then Danny's like, actually, you know, and then
I
talk.
literally didn't hear you.
I was literally like,
I didn't
but like
hear
I was like Japan. Like I was trying to say something about Japan, and then you guys like, well, actually, and then just don't keep
Dude,
cutting
I
me
do-
off.
Alright, go ahead, Dan.
I do
go ahead,
not
Dan.
hear you.
Or Diego. Go ahead, Diego.
Nah, it's not relevant anymore.
You can literally
Dude.
Alright.
change the topic. That's-
Literally, we were talking about extraterrestrials, and then like, oh no, we were talking about something else, and then Isaac went back to extraterrestrials. Like, you can just bring it up.
No.
Okay, see, that's being stubborn.
Well, okay. No shots fired.
Hey, Diego.
Back to what I was gonna say earlier. Japan is planning on releasing a flying car by 2023, and they've got a test drive for it.
Oh, you're
Oh, I know what you mean. Isn't it like literally the size of a car, but it's basically a drone with 4 propellers?
What?
Oh, the
I don't know what kind of car it is, but
I think it's
heard
the
something.
Mercedes. Yeah, the Mercedes. That one looks crazy. Have you seen
That
it?
is pretty
Oh yeah, I've
interesting.
seen it. It's
But it's not
like-
like a one-person
there's-
driver. Huh?
No, it's not. I think it's like
You.
yeah, I don't know if it's I think it's
for
it can.
Teslas nowadays, because I'm
So they're
gonna
like I
get a
think
job and get one. It was about
the Tesla.
Teslas, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're like 70,000 or like 69,000. They're expensive.
Oh, they're definitely expensive, but they make like what is it, not fossil, carbon footprints. They make it like they reduce it by a lot.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what carbon footprints are?
Yeah.
It's the
Alright.
pollution you
No.
as a person gives out.
A person creating
Yeah.
each
I
day.
remember I learned about
Like
that.
using your washing machine, turning your car
Throwing
on.
away trash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Doing what we're doing right now.
It's crazy.
That is true. That is
Like,
true.
7 years to flip this back around so we can actually, have a clean world.
Will we though?
No.
No, we
Most
won't.
likely not.
By the way things are, I don't think so.
Yeah, no. Especially
This world's just been going downhill.
Yeah.
I think we need a light in the mood. This is a pretty dark mood.
It isn't
Lots of
dark. We're just
POVs.
facing the facts, kind of.
Yeah.
I know that's why.
But yeah, we should
Facts
talk
are pretty
about something
dark.
else.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I know a way I can do that. So, I was telling one of our other friends this before, but like for a while, I always thought the world was like pretty messed up in its own way because of the stuff that's been going on. And then I think I heard Isaac one time say, like, if you think about it, we're actually in a golden age. And I just thought about everything that good that's happened, like we multiply technology,
Yeah.
so we're able to discover so much more. We were able to advance so many things. We created something called 5G, which lets us download stuff gigabytes per second.
Yeah, but
And that's
most phones-
extremely
Yeah.
fast.
But all the negative consequences that comes from it too.
I know that there are negative consequences, but like Still, like, it's
Those
just the
phones
fact that we
can't
were able to
even-
develop
don't even-
something that insane.
Those phones don't even support 5G. Maybe like the
No,
newer phones do.
they're starting to.
Yeah, like the iPhone 12 is the first iPhone that supports 5G.
My brother has an iPhone
Mhm.
11 and his supports 5G.
No, it
It's on
doesn't.
It's on the company. Oh my god, I couldn't breathe out.
Yeah, it depends on the company, like Verizon and all that stuff.
Yeah, I thought it depended on them.
So
In
I
any
saw-
case.
I watched the event where they where they announced the iPhone 12. and it
Another
was said,
thing. My bad. I thought you were done.
They said that like, even on the iPhone 12, 5G is only going to be used when it's necessary. It's never going to be like always activated. Only when you need it, it's going to be used.
That's good.
Yeah, so I mean, just for downloads and stuff.
I doubt that. I doubt that
No,
so
they
much.
said that. They said that.
I doubt it. There's always gonna be that one selfish dude with a ton of money and a big reputation that's gonna be like, nah, I want it on constantly, whatever, because I deserve the best. And like,
Yes, they got the money for it in fair play.
Then, yeah, they're paying for it, then might as well.
You gotta keep in mind.
Your money,
that's a
you
rich
can't put your
person.
money
Go ahead. No,
on Isaac.
no, go ahead.
Go.
Alright,
Oh.
I was gonna say as a rich person, you really don't care what makes you happy. You're gonna be selfish because that's the mentality you have as a millionaire. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
more money.
do you think every person that's like famous and rich is selfish?
Yeah, very.
Bezos is definitely
Yeah.
selfish, bro. He could
After a
solve
while,
world-
you start caring.
A
he
lot
could
less.
solve world hunger, but he chooses not to.
Yeah. Like he has a net worth of like 100 something billion.
Like 200 billion now.
Yeah, exactly. And it keeps increasing like day on day. What makes you think he can't solve a lot of major problems?
Remember one time I was in class and I asked Siri what's his net worth, and they said it said like 105 billion. Then like 10 minutes later I asked again, and it was like 520 billion.
So you just
What?
It's like 100 and
I was gonna say
50 billion.
500.
yeah, no,
Billion?
150 billion.
It's just crazy to think about how to stay as a millionaire, to be selfish about other people.
I honestly like question that. Like with somebody with so much power and money, you think they could do so much, but they hardly do anything.
They're useless.
Okay, put it this way,
That's the wealthy.
Yeah.
Danny. Look at it this way. If you're the famous guy at school, you're gonna want to be. You're gonna stay that way. You're not gonna hang out with people that make you look bad. You're gonna hang out with like the jocks and all that stuff. People who make you look good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't want to lose your.
I can
fame,
care about that.
Your clout. You don't want to lose clout.
Your rep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So as a millionaire, you have to be selfish. You have to stick with your money and stick to what is giving you money, not what's making you lose money. You know what I'm saying?
More or less. I just still don't like it.
Well, as a millionaire, dude, your mindset's gonna have to change as a millionaire because, like I said, you're just gonna lose money if you feel bad for it.
Yeah, because if you're just gonna keep on giving, they're gonna
By all means.
eventually take all your money.
Like Mr. Beast enjoys doing it, but like he makes money easily. So
He's
there-
making more money than he's spending.
Exactly.
Yep.
But like he can do it.
But he's one of those millionaires that actually care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trees.
And there's not. I don't think every millionaire's like a bad person. There was one quote I remember. It was like, "My mom taught me to treat the janitor like the same as the CEO," and it just goes to show that like, some people after a while they start to like care less about the world because they think money can buy everything. But there's some millionaires that are still down to earth because they still realize that currency is not everything.
Like Keanu Reeves, he doesn't have an expensive car. He gives away all his money from each paycheck he gets.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
He lives in a simple apartment, and he
Yeah,
rides
from
the
Fortnite.
metro every day.
Even
At the
giving his
same
seat
time-
up for somebody else.
Yeah, for not winning, what was it, actor or movie of the year? I think it was.
Mhm.
He was actually proud of the other guy who won.
Yeah.
It was a Joker, no? The guy who
I think so.
Ah, yeah, he deserves it.
He deserves
What's
it.
his name? Joaquin Phoenix?
Knicks, yeah. But it's crazy how he lost so much weight just for that role.
I know.
Have you guys heard of the Joker curse? Like whoever gets the Joker,
Y-
role,
They just go in, like
yeah, they go mad. Like,
insane.
I know Joaquin
That's a real
Phoenix is
thing?
gonna go crazy.
Yeah, because they have to like get so deep into it, like method acting.
And who was
They have to
the
put themselves in the mindset.
Joker from the Dark Knight who killed himself?
Heath Ledger, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
He's the one that was the most
He would, like-
affected by it.
God, like wouldn't he like go high and like isolate himself just for the role?
Yeah.
Because he wanted it to like feel natural, not like he's acting.
Like most of the parts in the action movie were they weren't scripted. Like when he was clapping himself, it wasn't scripted.
He was actually going crazy because
Yeah,
what the things he
hospital
did.
one wasn't scripted either.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the knife one wasn't scripted either. He just like straight up grabbed the knife and put it to
That would've been scary. Imagine if like that wasn't expected and you're the
Yeah.
girl.
It's off script.
Yeah, at the same
Y'all
time,
just watching it on set.
it's just not right. What was that thing?
I said, imagine watching that while you're on set.
I know, like they're. I wonder what they did. I wonder if they like went in to go stop it, or they're like, since it's like improvised or something,
Directed, you probably want to just keep it going. See where
have
it
it.
goes.
Yeah.
But like,
See how far he'll go.
As a second actor or something like like the backup, I'd probably be like, please stop it.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like with that being said, at some point people are gonna be like, or not people are gonna be like, I feel like what you guys are talking about. I feel like at some point something did happen while they were trying to record it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of them kind of they died over time, but they couldn't just get out of that role because they were just so addicted to it.
My brother, who like was more interested in like DC and the Joker and Batman and all that. He told me that there was a specific actor for Joker, and I forgot who it was, but he said that he always had this like routine to get into the mindset of being the Joker, and it scared him. It made him fear himself.
I think that was Heath Ledger.
Yeah, we already explained that, Daniel. But you kind of late on that.
Well, yeah, but like you guys just said like he, you know, what did he say, died or he killed
No, I
himself.
said he went into a psychiatric room to go into the role. That's actually true. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would get high.
yeah, that's it.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Alright, I'm sorry, but I had to go back to the topic about the rich people. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like if I ever decide, or like if I ever got rich, I feel like I would decide to dress normally the same way, not buy anything expensive, just so people don't think I have money or know that I have money, because I feel like that changes everything in the whole person's
It's
world.
just better look
I-
like you don't have money because then people wouldn't beg you or like look at you for that reason. You know what I mean? They're actually looking at your
Yeah.
personality.
Honestly, that's not even why. For me, I just don't see a point in spending that much money for something that is the same material that costs like $100 or $200 or even $300 less.
No,
Or even
but
thousands.
people spend money on expensive things. Like some shoes that are really expensive actually look really nice, in my opinion.
Like, so, I could understand shoes, because shoes do get very pricey. I can understand watches, because some watches look really nice.
Oh, Barry.
I don't-
Jewelry in
I don't
general.
like what's it called? I'm not talking about like Rolexes where like it's completely like iced out and it's just like gold and diamonds and like a bunch of other things that all those rappers wear. I mean, just a simple, plain, really expensive watch. Those are sometimes really good. Like those look nice to me. I like those.
Yeah,
I
but
think about what you're talking about, like what you don't get on why they spend so much money is like t-shirts. Because yeah,
Exactly.
it's
Why?
like a brand, but like, why so expensive when you can just buy one for like
Why do you
couple
need
$5?
Gucci flip flops or whatever? Why do you need
Look nice, bro.
Versace or like
Rep.
all these other expensive brands? I don't see a point. If it looks good, I'll get it.
It does look good.
If I like it, I'll get it.
But Danny, going back to like getting your clout up, like if people see you wearing expensive things, they're gonna, look at you a lot. They're gonna think, oh, this guy's really
Yeah.
rich or something.
Or
No,
like
I
this
don't.
guy's
I
cocky
don't
or
mean
something.
like if a Versace shirt looks really good or whatever the company is. If like one of their expensive products look good, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get it. I mean something that I'd buy at the mall for like $20. If I see a shirt that looks good, I'm going to get it. I'm gonna wear it. I don't want. If anything, it's in my own head. I'm going to refuse to buy expensive things like that because I don't see a point in it.
Well, it's just
I
based on how
think
much
the
money you
only
actually make.
way I think the only way I'll ever spend so much money on clothes or just anything is if I'm doing fashion wear. That's it. But it would be like multiple sets
Either
of
that,
clothes.
or you have money to spend.
Yeah.
On top of that, there's the theory of thinking the opposite. So if you see somebody wearing a bunch of like Gucci stuff or like a ton of expensive brand names or expensive name brands, you could think the opposite. That the fact that they're spending so much money on clothes like this could literally mean that they hardly have anything in their bank account. Whereas if you look at somebody else who's wearing normal everyday clothes, for all you know, they could be stacked.
Like Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
He's not a designer, but yet we know his. We all know his net worth.
Who's?
Definitely.
Bill Gates.
Yeah. Man literally shits money, bro. Easy.
Like that one picture of him in the NBA game. What was it? It was like the caption was like, it was something like a shit ton of money and no designer clothes to be seen. Sorry.
Yeah, it was like two really well-known people, like Bill Gates and somebody else. They were talking or whatever, and he's just like, look, like millions, billions of dollars, but not a Gucci belt in sight.
Exactly. But at the same time, they're famous either way, so I don't think them wearing expensive clothes would matter.
It really doesn't.
Expensive
Well,
clothes
actually,
doesn't buy fame. It's not gonna make you any more popular.
I just thought of
It's gonna
this.
make you look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
I just thought of this. So there's people like Bill Gates who don't have to wear expensive things. He's already famous. We know what his net worth is. He makes bank, and like he's in a good position. But then they're like, I remember Kanye West making a song saying, I forgot what the song said exactly, but it was basically him talking about how he can't even go to a store without wearing like really expensive shoes or his like expensive watch to look clean or whatever, because or else like he'll get self-conscious, I feel like people will say things about him.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on how you feel and the image that you present yourself in.
Yeah, because people are gonna see
That's
Kanye West and be like, damn, look how broke he looks.
Well, people are gonna judge you
Why you
regardless.
should care?
Even if you look good, they're gonna say like, wow, look at this guy.
Wasting all his money on this. You never know. It's all this stuff.
People find a way to tear you down either way, so it just depends on how you feel.
So might as well just not think about it at all. Just ignore it.
Don't be self-conscious, basically. Just if you
But I
feel
mean, it's
good-
kind of hard. It's kind of easier said than done
it's hard. Yeah.
for some people. So it's just like, yeah. Well, I mean, that's just some good advice here. Just don't. Doesn't matter.
There's
Just don't think
multiple
about it or
point of
care about
views.
it.
There's multiple point of views or different lifestyles, I guess. Like I want to say for someone like me who never really cared about attention and all that, it wouldn't
Excuse
be
me.
hard to forget what other people are thinking and just like do my own thing. But for somebody who's always the center of attention, like the typical jock or whatever, like as soon as they're not getting that attention, they're suddenly nobody, and they take that really hard. Yeah. Like if like all of us right here, I feel like we'll be chill with that. Like like we don't have to be the center of attention. We already have each other. We can talk to each other. We don't really care for. We don't mess with anybody else. We don't really include that many people from outside. But like other people, they're different. They want all the attention, and if they don't get it, they'll take it to heart. They'll take it really hard. They'll Hell, some get extremely jealous.
And then they'll try to do anything in their power to get that attention.
Exactly. And they sometimes take it too far, and the entire situation happens.
And then again, it just depends on how you feel and how you act.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also depends on the situation.
Yeah.
You could be wanting to tell like a really good joke, and if you don't, nobody wants to listen to you, then you're obviously gonna feel bad about it.
True.
Or it could be like
Yeah, like when you guys kept interrupting me earlier when I was trying to talk.
exactly good example. Right
I was trying to apologize for that earlier because I genuinely did not hear you.
I said I tried to talk like 3 times. Then
My bad. I didn't hear you at all. I thought I was the only one
you
talking.
good. You good.
You guys wanna wrap it up there?
Uh,
I think we should.
Yeah.
To you guys, I'm still down to talk.
I think we should wrap it up here.
Alright.
Alright, well that's been today's podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed. Today's talk was all over the place, we could say. Our social medias will be linked in the description as well as the YouTube channels. Luis, you wanna plug in anything?
Nah, I'm good.
Nothing? No, you
damn,
just-
humble.
I like that. I'll still put your Instagram on the description, don't worry.
Alright.
Alright.
Humble.
Alright.
Alright. But like you said, subscribe to everything. See you in our next podcast. Probably be coming out soon.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Alright.